Okay, what is the video about? Let's see. So the day that we shot the video, well, not the day that we shot the video, but the day that we put the video out there for everybody at the label to see, get some feedback and stuff, I got an email from Paul, who's the guy that runs our label, is our label manager, and he's saying, I like the video. It has nothing to do with what you said the song was going to be about. The original idea that we had was we were going to do a video about human trafficking and about how the girl in the video was like kind of a victim of the human trafficking situation. So she would have been like a prisoner or a slave or something. And then the hero comes in to save her from the people that are holding her hostage or making her a prisoner. And that would be a more, I guess, a more direct approach to the hero, victim, villain scenario triangle. But there were a lot of problems in setting that up. I mean, we could have really just gone that way. I felt like the themes and the ideas behind putting together a solution for a really serious thing like human trafficking just wasn't, it didn't fit the song, and it doesn't fit what we were trying to do with the video. It was just so somber and so serious and such a sensitive thing to approach that I didn't want to cheapen it with what we were doing. Like, the idea behind the song did have a great deal of vulnerability, and I mean, it approaches that theme of, you know, these people who are the outcasts and they're shoved aside and things. They're the least of these, you know. They're the least important people in our lives. And if we take time to look at the least important people, then we're doing a good thing. We couldn't really fit all that into the video in the way that I had dreamed up. And maybe, you know, like if it were like some Hollywood movie production team or something, they could have done something like that. But I still think that it would have cheapened the seriousness of what goes on with the human trafficking campaign. And I didn't really want to launch that campaign. I think it's something that needs to be addressed, and I think it's something that needs to be rectified, but I don't feel like it's something that needs to be celebrated. So I really wanted to make sure that I wasn't misunderstanding the situation as I was writing it, because I think it's something it's so big. It's not that I wanted to turn away from it, but if I were to approach that particular topic, it would have to be on a different level. It would have to be in a different way. I'm just not sure how I could take on something that big. I wanted to start with a more basic idea. As big as the idea is for Damsel, as I feel it is, it's so universal. I don't feel like it's as heart-wrenching, you know. It's not so devastating. I mean, there's a lot of humanity in both scenarios, but one is so heartbreaking and so devastating, and the other one was just a little more simple to work with. So all that being said, the video, it displays more of the emotion. It's like Kevin did a really good job of capturing the emotion in my performance, because when I think about that anxiety that comes with being overlooked and passed over and things like that when I'm singing the song, I can project that. I can only, you know, because it's simple, it's pure, it's something that I can project. So he was able to capture that, and so we decided to go with that emotion. Like, there's a lot of angst there, there's a lot of intensity there, and to me it seems like that's what the person in that situation would probably have, racing thoughts at times, or, you know, something like that. We wanted to capture that. In the male mind, I know the song is about a female, but in the male mind, we tend to process those thoughts of angst with violence and with aggression, with power. And I ran into a wall because it was like I know there's a lot of people that would say, well, you know, your lyrics are very straightforward and you're singing about a girl, but she wouldn't approach it this way. She wouldn't be waiting for a hero. And like, I'll tell you the truth, I don't know. I really don't know that. I don't know. I mean, some women probably are waiting for a hero to rescue them. Some of them are probably jaded and they're like, whatever. Some of them are like, I'll do it myself. There's just, it's half the population. It's too big of a demographic to categorize like that. So I don't know what, some women are thinking one thing, some women are thinking another thing. I had to pick something and just go with that. And I felt like I would pick the idea of the girl who was waiting for the hero, like in the old storybooks, you know, the fables and the fantasy fairy tales, because I'm attracted to that sort of thing. And from the male mindset, like if we get to be the hero, we have to kind of come in charging, like being scarier than the monster, being scarier than the bad guy who's threatening, and not so much scarier, but stronger, I guess. You know, we want to be the victor in that situation. So there's a lot of clashing ideas, I guess, in the video. In my mind, it seems to make sense. I don't think I'm probably the best person to be asking about how we put that together, but it seems to make sense to me.